Here we go.
I wasn't ready.
You would have been ready if you had the metronome in your ear.
Fine.
So guitars are done. We're getting ready to do bass now. We literally just finished things. Got the rig. So 2, that is not a guitar. That's a bass guitar. So technically not a guitar.
With less strings.
Bass player's gonna hate me. All right, so first off, Mike, what do you got here? What's yours?
So for rhythms, I use a Kiesel DC600 with an alder body and a maple neck with a walnut stripe and an ebony board. This is loaded with DiMarzio pickups. We have an X2N in the bridge and a tone zone in the neck. It's the Michael Romeo setup from Symphony X, one of my all-time favorite guitar players. I named it Green Monster after Fenway Park because I lived in Boston for 5 years. And yeah, this thing
And despite
is a
that, he's an okay guy.
Oh.
Sorry.
God damn it! But yeah,
That guitar sounded fantastic.
it's the shred machine, man.
Yours, Hunter.
This is a Jackson Pro Soloist SL2. It has Seymour Duncan SH2 and Trembucker pickups in it, I believe. And it's not really, I mean, I didn't customize it or anything. It's just a stock, but it sounds pretty badass.
Also sounded really nice though.
Yeah.
So we've only done rhythms. We're gonna do leads later, and we kept the same exact rig, and the only difference between the takes was guitar player and guitar. And the 2 guitars sounded different enough that we've got a nice, huge, fat, wide stereo image. So amp-wise, Mike,
What's up?
PSR.
PRS? Okay.
That's what I said.
It is a
It's checking.
PRS MT15, the Mark Tremonti, which is a fantastic sounding amp. On its own, it's a little mushy, so we're using a Mesa Boogie 550 Express for the definition in the mid-range.
And that is killer too.
Oh yeah, and then this sort of provides the sizzle and sort of the dirt in the tone. So the clarity and punch from this, gnarly from that, and to tie it all together, we have the Max On, Max Off OD808X. Nice
So we're
fat
actually
bastard.
we're actually doing both amps at the same time and splitting with the Morley. So we got the Mesa on A and the Paul Reed Smith on B, which I also labeled incorrectly, but that's okay. And then it's the Paul Reed going to the Maxon, right?
Yeah.
With a little bit of noise suppression because it is
This is
pushing some serious noise,
noisy guy.
especially with the Maxon going on it.
Oh yeah, the Maxon is a fantastic pedal. It's recommended by Eric Rutan from Hate Eternal in a video he did with Godlike Productions, I believe. And if Eric from Hate Eternal is doing it, you should probably do it too.
Then both of these, we have the heads in here, and I have speaker lines in the wall. And out here, we have both amps side by side. So the Mesa is going to the Mesa, 2x12, and it's being mic'd with a Heil PR30 and a Red 12 mic from 12 gauge mics, and actually which is Omni, and I'm only using a little bit of that, just blending it in with the PR30. And then on the Paul Reed Smith, which is a 1x12 cab there, we have a single Audio-Technica AT4047. The 4047 and the PR30 are going into my Overstayer channel amp, and the Red 12 is going up on the console. And then the Red 12 and the Heil PR30 are being blended together and going in as one microphone. So I have 2 channels of guitar. I have one for the Mesa and one for the Paul Reed Smith. So later, if we want to change the blend on different sections, we can. And it came out really well. Some monster guitars. Now we're going to get on to bass and come back and do some leads in a couple weeks. So time to get the low end done.